Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. Do you think I could get jacked? How do I get ripped? How do I get abs? How do I get more discipline? How long do you think it would take me to lose X amount of weight? I call it the results paradox, that the sooner you can just forget about the result that you'd like stop focusing on that and start focusing on becoming it, the sooner you will get there. And becoming it means taking the steps necessary in order to get there, following a process, no matter what that looks like, for long enough in order to get there, shaping yourself over time to become the result you're looking for. You see, all the results that you get in life consistently, that is, there are one of things that could happen, of course, but the consistent outcomes that you get in life are a product of who you are, especially so when it comes to the body. You know, when certain things, relationships, business, it isn't all up to you it isn't all within your control at all times, even though you are the central part for if there are reoccurring patterns in the end. But when it comes to the body, it really is all up to you. So the result that you have there right now, the way you look, the body you have right now, that is the external manifestation of who you are internally. And way too many people, they think of something like a fitness transformation, weight loss, or putting on muscle as a result external to them that they would like to acquire. You know, how do I look like you? How do I get shoulders like you? What program do I have to follow? How do I get abs? How long does it take me? Like, what do I have to do to lose this amount of weight? But of course, all those things matters. But in the end, it isn't. Most of the time, it isn't as simple as programs, exercises, sets, reps, fasting routines, calories in and calories out. All those things matters, and strategies about that, it matters. But in the end, it's going to take for you to be the person that can adhere to that. And you're going to have to ask yourself some deeper questions. You're going to notice, because, you know, if that was all it was, then everyone could just be handed a program or the paper and they'll, yeah, here, just do this. And they would just do it and they would just get the result. But it's going to have to it's going to take for you to ask yourself some deeper questions. You're going to notice that you have addictions, patterns, habits, tendencies that sit deep, and you're going to have to, first of all, figure out what does this come from, find new ways to deal with it, and just change the way you go about things, right? In order to gradually become the person that can adhere to this process for long enough to become something else, all right? You know, my own fitness journey has been quite linear, but my journey as a whole sure as hell hasn't. It's kind of, you know, I came from this place when I've gone through these panic attacks, facing them over and over. That sure as hell was not linear. I was consistent in getting back on the grind that meant, you know, but it was not linear the way I progressed there. I had setbacks many times for that. But because I came from that place, I was so motivated, feeling I have a second chance in life, I could be quite damn consistent with the fitness journey, but not completely. And I also realized quite soon that, wow, that there's more to it than just knowing like what I'm supposed to do, just knowing the training I'm supposed to do, just knowing the foods I'm supposed to eat and the calories I'm supposed to eat. I also have to make sure that I actually can get through with this, like come up with different strategies for that, right? Like when it comes to diet, you know, just not having crap at home to be tempted with, cook as much of my own food as possible because I can control both the quality and the quantity better that way. Training, I had to realize that, you know, I did not feel like training at all. It took me a long time to actually enjoy and want to look forward to a workout because, you know, that's the way it is. When you aren't that person yet, you are not fit, you are not used to it, you are unsure that what you're doing is even working, putting in effort, and you don't even know if it's going to work, right? But you just have to push in that direction. You have to compare yourself to the person you'd like to be. And the person that has the result that you like, do you think the person that is jacked, for instance, do you think they don't feel like training and just skip it for that reason? Of course not. You know, do you think that when they get an excuse like, oh, something happened so I can't go at my regular time, that they just skip the gym? Or that when they are offered some kind of junk food or something, that they just eat it, you know? Because I work with so many people, and it's so often like that. Oh, you know, I ended up eating this because I was eating with these people, or oh, this thing came up so I couldn't go to the gym, and that. And then, you know, you're going to have to ask yourself many things. first of all, like, can you just be the person that says no, that you just no, does not go along with it when you're offered something that is not in line? We were thinking food, it's not in line with your goals right now. Can you just say no? And if you can't, you have to, maybe you have to remove yourself from those situations or certain people that are pulling you in a different direction. If you end up just when you don't, if you don't have clear enough of a plan what you're supposed to eat, you're gonna have to take steps like, okay, prepare food, fucking start preparing food, meal prep, do everything in your power, so that you have to use less willpower, less improvisation, and just have something to stick to, right? And if something comes up when you couldn't, when you would typically train, find a different way to train. You know, like, go later, go earlier, or if there comes times when you actually couldn't do it, think about, what will I do next time? What will I do next time? Okay, that's something. That's why I'm telling you that the program, the exercise, the sets, reps, calories in, calories out, the meal plan, everything like that, it matters. But when I work with people, I always say, like, of course, I have different kinds of clients. Some people are really quite ready to execute and they just need some guidance. But the people I want to target are people that are just not there yet. And I want to help you get there and be self-sustaining, self-reliant in being able to, I want you to be jacked for life, ripped for life, pretty much, right? And what I always say to a person that just is not there yet is like, look, this is the starting point we're doing now. These are the workouts we're aiming for. These are the calories we're aiming for. This is the meal frequency we're aiming for, and so on. But you're gonna find that you're most likely, I'm not telling you that, oh, just don't do it, but you're gonna find that you're gonna have troubles adhering to it. That's why we're here. That's why you've consulted me. That's why I'm here to help you, right? And then at the end of each week, we gotta ask ourselves, what did we get right? What did we not get right? What can we change in order to get next week better, right? If there were 10 mistakes on week 1, let's say, can we do something so we remove a couple of those mistakes next time? Can we do something the next week to remove another couple of mistakes? And so on, It's about gradually becoming. Like, it's when you're gonna change your body like this, it's sort of a fight between the new you and the old you. And you just, over time, have to make the new you win over the old you until you actually are it. You fake it till you make it, as you say. You imitate the person that you'd like to be until suddenly you just are that person. I stopped to think a little. The more I go on, the more I could think of it. But it's both on the level of fighting your patterns, your weaknesses, like addictions, like the things underlying there that push you towards something. But it's also about becoming smarter, more strategic. Because take a thing like injuries. Some people, when they train and everything is going well, but they have some injury, they kind of don't know what to do and just stop doing it. But you have to be the person that's always like, okay, this would be the ideal scenario that I could do this, and this exercise, but I can't now because of this injury. So what do I do now instead? What's the second best option? That's why I tell you that my training journey has been quite linear, but I had many injuries, little setbacks, but that could have been big if I just had it in my mind that this exact thing that I was doing is what I gotta do. But I always found a way to adjust, right? That the person, because that's again, the person that gets the result that you'd like, not only can they adhere to a plan, they can improvise, they can change, they're flexible, they always find a way forward, all right? And yeah, that's it. That this is the issue for most people. A lot of people say that I'm an on and off kind of person, I follow something, but then I just get off. I hate to tell you, or I love to tell you actually, that you're not a special little snowflake. You're not an on and off person. You're just a person. Everyone is like that. You're just a person that hasn't figured it out yet. You just have to push through for long enough, be okay with coming up short, failing, not being quite sure that what you're doing is working. Just stumble in the dark for long enough, but just keep at it, keep getting back at it, and ask yourself, how can I improve? How can I change something? How do I keep going? Do that for long enough, and you will get there in the end. That's what I'm telling you. So please like and comment, guys. And I do holistic bodybuilding coaching, getting jacked and stacked mentally, physically, spiritually, providing you the blueprint that we want to adhere to in the end, but also the mindset support in order to get back on track, keep going until you just are there. So if you are interested, you can send me a DM on Instagram or email me. It's in the description below. I'll get back to you with my different programs and offers. You can pick up my training book that I very much have written as a process. Like, I'm not just telling you what things theoretically would lead to a result. I'm talking you through the process of what it's going to look like. This becoming the result is a chapter, you know. So you can pick that up, linked in the description, and please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, philosophy, spirituality, mindset. It is a mindset, guys. You don't get the result, you become the result. Peace.